Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and I am dramatically wanting to talk to you about something that affected my life and thousands of parents worldwide. SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome, is still the leading cause of death in infant children between 1 month and 12 months. It is unpredictable. It just happens. I lost my own son, Jeremy, to SIDS in 1997. It has been years now. He was a beautiful, healthy, wonderful baby. He wanted nothing more than to be held all the time, and I held him constantly. I made sure that I met his needs. He was healthy. He had just had a checkup, no more than a couple days before he died. I lost him early one Sunday morning when we were getting up and getting ready to go to church. It affects all of us, rich, poor, believer, non-believer. SIDS is like a thief in the night that just shows up and takes away your most prized possession. You feel guilt because as a mother you feel like you should have done something to prevent it. I know that I did everything that they told me in those little pamphlets. Everything. And I lost him anyway. It's the number one killer of infants in the U.S., yet you don't see very much about it other than the Back to Sleep program. What about raising money for research? I still have no answers as to why my son died. All I know is that the autopsy proved that there was nothing else wrong with him. He just died. It is not reasonable to ask a mother to accept that her beautiful child just left the world, just shuffled off his mortal coil and left. I want a reason. I want to know why. I want to know if I could have done something better. I want to know if, there was something, anything I could have done. I want a way to predict it. And without money going to research, we are not going to find out. I am imploring everybody out there to help raise awareness and ask that research be funded. Donate. There are many great research causes for SIDS. I never want to look in that shattered look of a mother's eyes the day that her baby dies. It kills about more than 2,500 babies every year. That is more than starvation, cancer. That's more than any other child mortality. Even leaving a child in a hot car has only averaged at its highest about 60 deaths in a year. Now, I am not supporting leaving children in hot cars, but I am saying there is more done about it and more information gathered about what happens when that child is in a car than what happened to my beautiful baby. Now, I am challenging all of you to take a moment and think how it feels not to have that answer. Most big causes, you would think a cause as important as this would have a celebrity spokesperson, but it doesn't. There's nobody out there talking about SIDS. There's people talking about diabetes, illnesses. Now, I understand it feels futile, that you can do nothing about it. But SIDS deaths have dropped dramatically in the last 20 years. It was averaging between 7,000 and 5,000 babies that died each year out of healthy, happy babies. Now, some of the developments have made it so it happens less. I mean, nearly over half. But we're not there. We're not there yet. And the research is so important for mothers like me, for fathers who had to say goodbye after such a short time of loving their little human being. I really feel so strongly about this, and I am hoping just to spread the news and the information so that maybe we could get a little more focus. Other than, here's your pamphlet, really, there's nothing you can do to prevent it. But here's some things that'll drop the risk a little bit. That is what we get. We don't get any education. There's a lot of blaming. People look at information and they'll get the most sensational information, and then they want to know, well, did you do this? I'll tell you now, with the son that died, I did everything by the pamphlet. Everything they told me to do. I quit smoking. I got early pregnancy, prenatal care. I even followed the step by step. I made sure to set up his crib right. I made sure to lay him in it. I lost my son to something we have no idea about. And I know there's other parents out there. With the numbers of people who have been affected by a SIDS death, there are a lot of people out there who are still waiting for answers. I want my answers. I hope that people will start taking notice, stand up, say, I lost my son, I lost my daughter. It did not care if I was rich or poor. It didn't care. I want so bad to start a movement that encourages research. I want my reason. Thank you.